Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Neptune here, Michelle, and today I'm going to talk about how I'm not a big follower of Kennywood. Now, for anyone that doesn't live in Pennsylvania, right, you might not know about Kennywood, or if you do, you might not know about a big deal. So Kennywood, like many fun fairs, started out as trolley parks. Why the fuck they always start out that way, I don't know. But a lot of them always start out as some kind of tug or tow yard, and then someone says we can make. Then someone in their mind someone sees it more as a playground, so they start putting all kind of playground toys down. And then someone goes, well, we can offshoot from the playground. We'll make it a fun fair. And they start putting rides down. The next thing you know, it becomes more of a fun fair than some kind of tug or tow yard or whatever. And that's how a lot of these ones start out as. Now, I'm not going to knock on it or anything. I'm not going to talk about the things that are right about it and the things that are wrong about it, but I'm just going to talk about why I don't like it. When I was younger, I was never into riding rides. So anytime I went to a fun fair, either it be Idlewild, which is owned by the same folks that own Kennywood now, or going to Kennywood itself, I mostly just sat and watched. I wasn't into to riding too many rides. Alright? So if you're not into riding rides, then it's not going to be a cool outing for you. Alright? And another thing, and this is more of a scathing on Pittsburgh Stead. Pittsburgh Stead has a belief that Kennywood belongs to them. No, it does not. Kennywood's in West Mifflin Borough, which is borders Homestead Borough, which borders you. Alright? So, unless Pittsburgh Stead can take over West Mifflin Borough and Homestead Borough one day, which they never will, you're not going to have Kennywood in your business offshoot. Deal with it. Anyway, a lot of folks like to make a big deal out of it. You know, they like to say, "Oh, it's one of the last fun fairs." Well, it's not true. Six Flags and Cedar Point is still around, and there are many other fun fairs that are still around, both in the Wanted Reichs and in other lands. So you can't say it's the last one. Oh, it shifted ownership many times. Many folks have owned it and sold it off many times over its years. But I was never into rides. So I never really cared that much about it. Alright? So when I was younger and I used to go there with my kin, or when I used to go there on learn outings, it was just, well, at least you got some food and drink out of it. Well, at least you got to sit around. It wasn't really that big of a deal. Now, for some folks who were into riding rides, a fun fair would be a big thing. And here's where the scathing comes in. The sheets are always worth way too much. They are. You know? Another big thing is that they only bring in near income toll into West Mifflin Borough only between May and October. After that, they're shut down for the rest of the year, and they ain't doing nothing. So the folks working there have to have some kind of other kind of work that they got to do during the fall and winter. So, yeah. It is what it is. You know? And somehow, some way, I just never was into Kennywood. I was never into any kind of fun fair at all. No need if it was one of those fun fairs. I didn't care because I wasn't into riding. I didn't like riding. I didn't like riding. Wasn't into rides, so it wasn't a big thing for me. So, if someone out there wants to, scathe me and say that I was wrong for not liking Kennywood or not being into rides or whatever, well, go right ahead. But I'm not into riding rides, and to me, Kennywood was never a big deal because I never liked riding rides, so it wasn't really a cool thing for me. The only thing, it was probably the only good thing I got out of it was probably food and drink at the time, and that was probably the only good thing I get out of it. Because I didn't like riding rides, so anyway, it wasn't a big deal. And it's not really a big deal anymore either, at least not to me. Now, some folks will still make a big deal out of it, you know, but I don't. So anyway, that's all the time I got there. If you like that film, then follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Or watch the last film I made yesterday over here. with Sarah Uranus talked about how they stay in good standing with ownership on YouTube. I'm Sailor Neptune Michelle, and I hope you like this film. Bye.